wanted, and I meant it. Lunch today is my treat, so don't feel awkward.
What now?
Is something wrong with you, Ayanokoji? Dig in already.
Right.
Now listen, I want you to hear me out on something important. I'm aware that Hirata and the others worked out a plan of action earlier today. They're all forming a study group. Their goal is to make sure they ace the test.
A study group?
Yes, but 3 of our classmates refused to join, and it just so happens they're the ones with the lowest scores.
Pseudo, right?
Yes, and Yamauchi and Ike as well.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Those 3 never did strike me as the studious type.
I don't see how anyone could fail a test. Nevertheless, the fact remains, they did. There are kids out there who don't even know what it means to be a good student. I guess some people really are that pathetic.
That's cold. Don't you have any sympathy?
Would being sympathetic keep it from being true? If we don't do something, they're most likely going to fail. And if we want to overtake Class C, not only do we have to stop our class from hemorrhaging points, but we've also got to do everything in our power to start gaining them back.
Are you saying you want to start a study group too? You're willing to help Pseudo, Ike, and Yamauchi get good grades on the midterm?
Yes.
Seriously?
Of course. If left to their own devices, they'll sink and bring the rest of Class D with them. I may have been relegated to the lowest class in school, but not for long. I will claw my way up to Class A.
Hey, wait a minute.
What now?
Did you just say you want to be Class A?
You heard right.
You sure you didn't mean Class C?
I meant what I said. I find my assignment to Class D utterly offensive and unacceptable. I intend to change it.
So, step 1 is to rehabilitate the failures?
Since you've grasped that, you can guess what's next.
I'd rather not.
Do you enjoy your lunch? An extravagant meal like that doesn't come free. Even an idiot could see you're expected to provide something in return. And don't think I've forgiven you for conspiring with Kushida and taking me to that cafe under false pretenses. That was foul play.
That's not cool.
If you want to make it up to me, then you'll work with me to help save the whole class. Your job will be to round up those 3 losers and convince them to join my study group. Here's my phone number and email. All right, contact me if you need anything along the way, but don't think you can reach out whenever you want.
This is how I get a girl's number for the first time in high school? Pathetic. I'm not even happy that she gave it to me, but I'd better save it anyway. I guess I have to comply, even though I technically never agreed to this. Well, here goes nothing. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no. The hell did you say to me, punk?
Changed.
That's Horikita, but who's she with? Brother?
Prove you've changed. Hardly. After all this time, you clearly have not come to terms with your own shortcomings. You're foolish to think you could succeed here. Leave now.
You're wrong! I'm going to be in Class A soon. Then you'll see.
Don't bother.
I promise. I know I can make it.
You're an irrational little brat.
The student council president?
Do you ever stop to think of the shame you bring this family? My own little sister in Class D? Pathetic. Withdraw from school if you know what's good for you.
Brother, please just listen.
You don't have the right to better yourself, nor do you have the ability to do so. Someday you'll learn.
Ayanokoji, don't!
Seriously? You really were planning to hurt her, weren't you? You better let her go now.
Go away. This doesn't concern you.
She sounds like a completely different person. Close one.
You fight like an expert. Which of the arts do you practice?
Piano and calligraphy.
Ah, now I get it. I think I know who you are. I'd heard there was a student who got 50s on all of his entrance exams. The other day, you got a 50 on one of your quizzes in class as well. Are you trying to make some kind of statement, scoring exactly half of what you should at this school?
Wow, that's a strange coincidence.
You pride yourself on being unique, I see. Suzune, I'm surprised you've made a friend, although I assume you had to bribe him.
You're wrong. He isn't my friend, he's just a classmate. I don't need any friends, you know that.
As usual, your immaturity is leading you to mistake isolation for independence. Anyway, if you truly wish to be in a less humiliating class, you're going to have to work a lot harder.